So we had to really refocus about what we were about and what we were doing. And the voucher system very much fitted into that, because we know that we are now identifying people with a lot more need to coming into us. So if I just flip to the next one, please. When we say we focus into what we're doing, what we are about is about financial inclusion, and financial inclusion is about increasing household income. As well as food, it's about increasing household income, and we do that by having all these partnerships, all these additional food that we're bringing into households. And I just want to give one last example of that, if I may, on the next slide. Sorry, the previous one. The financial inclusion, if there's any, sorry, the one.
That one?
No, the one after the list. Not that one, not the next one. This one.
That one.
Yeah, here. Financial inclusion, the amount of benefit that we're giving our clients in relation to us having our citizens advice worker with us, is that over the last 17 months that we have been assessing this, there is a financial benefit of £4,100,000 to our clients alone. We are being effective in being able to try and move people out of food poverty by increasing their needs. And I will, yes, end there, but on that note, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that.
Hi everyone, my name is Nathan Cullen and I'm the chair of the Elsham Bournemouth Youth Council. The Youth Council meets once a month and our aim is to engage young people in the local community. Each year, we're allocated budget by the Town Council, which we spend on pursuing initiatives to help young people in Elsham Bournemouth. Next slide. One key area that we're focused on is in environmental initiatives. For example, Youth Councils created projects to promote the Walk and Remark scheme, which encourages sustainable transport. Next slide, please. Also, as bees play a crucial role in our ecosystem, the Youth Council has helped us set the bee boxes around the world, which provide a place for bees to lay eggs, enriching our local ecosystem. If you or someone that you know would be interested in sponsoring and installing a bee box for £20, please feel free to speak to me afterwards. Next slide. Recently, Youth Councillors were lucky enough to go on the trip to the House of Parliament, where we got to see both the House of Commons and the House of Lords, and learned a lot about the history of Parliament and North Guide. This trip was part of our wider mission to engage young people in politics, which will be supporting for our annual event in the autumn. Last year, we ran a question time event, which focused around the theme of opportunities for young people. Currently, the Youth Council is deciding between running another question time event with local politicians, or instead organising a modern United Nations competition, which will involve young people playing the role of United Nations delegates. Either way, we are looking to use this event as an opportunity to engage local young people in politics and promote civic excellence.
From House Bournemouth to House Street.
Thank you to the council and the mayor for letting me speak to you. I'm the project manager of Bournemouth Community Radio. We might ask what a community radio station is, which is what I asked for my public voluntary position. It should be a radio station that broadcasts to the local community, staffed by local volunteers, and producing news and media for the local area. I've got a small and dedicated group of volunteers working with me, some of them are here tonight. And we've made some significant progress over the last couple of months. We've applied for a radio licence for South Hertfordshire. We've moved into a studio. We have a website and we're producing a podcast to put on the website. However, as that workload increases exponentially, we need more volunteers, and hopefully there'll be some of you tonight that will join us or support us in some way and help us progress that, so we do get that community radio station here. There was something I wanted to say, was that last year I found an old newspaper in my loft. It was called the Bournemouth Post. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So this was a local newspaper produced once a week for just for Elstree and Bournemouth. It was as thick as our Sunday newspapers we get now. It's full of local news and events, and that was in the 1980s. So if you imagine now that Bournemouth is probably nearly twice as big as it was then, and we should be producing twice as much news, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't any news that I can read about Bournemouth. And that's sad for us all. So if you want to join us, then you could be part of that team that creates a radio station for Bournemouth. Perhaps we can finally replicate all that news that came out of those local newspapers. Can't be done without the majority of people in Bournemouth supporting us. I hope you will support us in some way. And I believe that in 18 months' time, you'll probably hear either me or maybe one of you on your local radio station. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Evening, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Thank you, Madam Mayor. My name is Andrew Bailey and I'm a member of Bournemouth Brass. As many may know, the band was founded in 1971 and is the town's local brass band, rehearsing now on Friday night at the Parish Centre of the Catholic parishes of Elstree and Bournemouth from 8 till 10 p.m. Last December, the band raised around £1,400 for the NSPCC, playing Christmas carols at Tesco's and at other locations in the area. Our up-and-coming calendar for this year includes a charity concert in aid of the Alzheimer's Society at All Saints Church on April 26th, supporting my charity as the president of the Rotary Club of Studios of Elstree and Bournemouth. Tickets are available by the band secretary or online at the Ticket Source website. A small group of the band will be playing on the D-Day's 80th anniversary celebrations on the 6th of June, being organised by the town at Woodcock Hill Village Green. On the 28th of June, the band will perform their annual Civic Festival summer concert at All Saints Church again, being part of the annual Flower Festival held at the church. On the 7th of July, the band will perform a concert at 3 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. at the Meadow Park Entertainment Arena in Meadow Park. Then on the 21st of July, the band will be supporting again the NSPCC at the summer fair at Tropic House. If anyone is interested, taking a musical instrument, playing a brass instrument, then feel free to join us. We welcome new members always. The band is able to be contacted by their website, bournemouthbrass.com, or by social media, or by email, bournemouthbrass@hotmail.com, or contact me directly on my mobile number. Thank you very much indeed. So now move on to the Rotary Club. Studios Rotary Club is a fairly new club in Rotary terms. It was founded in 2018 and is actively engaged in various initiatives and community-based projects around the town. We have held fundraising events to support and help further our community and vocational environmental work. Last December, we supported the band by helping them raise the funds, as I've just explained, for their dedicated charity, NSPCC, when they played Christmas carols at Tesco's. We also sponsored several schools to watch a festive film at a local real cinema, with funding obtained from the Kids Out charity. We sponsor, through the wider Rotary community, an international scholar. The club also recently sponsored several local music groups to perform at an international Rotary function held in central London. Other club initiatives that we do are the Book Spot scheme, supporting Steve's Bournemouth Elstree Community Radio project, We've also planted this year processes supporting the global End Polio Now campaign at the train station and at Ellen Manor, plus at St Teresa's Church in memory of the late Father Dominic Kenner. We've also promoted the Message in the Bottle campaign, something that was initiated by Sasha Kapochi, who is the immediate past president of our club. We have signed up to be part of the Rotary White Boiler campaign, planning several fundraising events soon. We've also received a donation from an Australian TV company to support our Autistic International project, which Councillor Sandra Parnell and Karen Fielding from the club have championed. Some up and coming events that we've got is a cheese and wine party here, fundraising for the Alzheimer's Society on the 22nd of March at 7:30. Tickets are £12 and they're available from myself or any of the club members that are here tonight. We've got a youth in music event the next day, 23rd of March, providing a platform for musicians to perform at All Saints Church between 11 and 1 p.m. There's another litter picking spring clean event we're holding on the 6th of April, when we plan to clean up litter around the Organ Hall Farm area of the town. For more information about any events, please speak to me or any member of the club that's here tonight, and look out on our social media page for things that we do, or on our website, or contact our club secretary, Pastor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And next up we have John from Gratitude. Are there? No. We will move on to one from Up Community, please. Oh, you please do it.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Mona Pichato and I'm a volunteer for Up Community. Before I start, and before I tell you what is Up Community, I would like to ask you a question. How many of you would like to spend time with your friends in a friendly environment where no one judges you? If you could raise your hand. I think everyone. Thank you. So Up Community is a small community that is based in Bournemouth and is passionate about the support of neurodiverse children and their families. So the family who set up this charity are my friends, Wayne and Martin. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here tonight, but I will tell you about it. They have a neurodiverse child themselves, and at the beginning of the journey, they found very little support, understanding and help, not only for the child, but also for themselves as a parents, as a family. And that's how the Up Community was born. Since 2021, we have been organizing social events from sensory playgrounds to swimming sessions, aiming to create a supportive community where children can socialize in safety, non-judgmental environment, and parents or carers can find friendship, support, and advice. Our sensory playgrounds have flourished, attracting a mix of returning and the new families each time. These sessions have become a crucial part in our community, filling a significant gap by providing inclusive, supporting environment for engagement. Our collaboration with Bournemouth Fire Station since 2022 with the Quiet Hour during their annual open days is an example of how we want to collaborate with community to be inclusive and accessible as possible. We are deeply grateful for the support from the local community, including Councillor Daniel Otero, and our dedicated volunteers. who contributed their time and been really, really useful to us in any possible way. Our fundraising efforts, including WIIS, Hesman Lottery, and the Hope Local Community Funds, all of which help support sustainability of our initiatives. As we look to the future, we are committing to enhance our sensory play groups, engaging with professionals to offer therapeutic services, and develop our website to become a hub of support and information. By fostering a more inclusive society, we are making a real impact in their lives, in lives of neurodiverse children, their families, and where children can be celebrated for who they are. So if you are a parent, if you are a friend of a family or a colleague or a neighbor family with a neurodiverse child, please tell them about our charity. Please encourage them to join in, because as you all showed me that before I started, we all like spending time with our friends in an environment where we feel accepted and no one judge us. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ilana Keller, or Graduate, depending on how long you know me. I am the Vice Chair of the Elstree Boroughwood Neighbourhood Plan Steering Group. Neighbourhood plans were introduced by the 2011 Localism Act. They contain planning policies to set out how land should be used and to inform decisions on planning applications within the parish. Once officially adopted, it will become part of the development plan for the borough, sitting alongside the Hertsmere local plan. It therefore carries significant weight in the planning system. The Town Council is the official lead body of a neighbourhood plan, but it is a community project. It drills down to a deeper level of detail than the Hertsmere local plan and works to identify gaps in policy that will help to deliver our vision for our area. It can also help to increase the share of community infrastructure levy received by the local community and direct our decisions. Typically, a neighbourhood plan might explore local housing requirements, neighbourhood character and design, protection of local heritage assets, protecting special smaller green spaces in the community from inappropriate development, where additional or expanded community facilities might be supported, economic issues, for example, town and village centres, promoting active travel by improving walking and cycling opportunities. It is important to note that our influences over planning issues. Non-planning issues which fall to other organisations can be considered, but our influence is less. For instance, health provision, education and strategic transport issues. Over the last 18 months, we have consulted with local residents, businesses and young people, developed a vision for our area and planning promises to deliver this vision, commissioned a housing needs assessment and a design guide, walked most of the neighbourhood area identifying green infrastructure and green spaces not already protected. The draft plan is about to have a first review of scope before the Town Council arranges its first formal consultation with the community, which we are hoping to happen in the next couple of months. We will then amend the plan based on feedback received and resubmit it to Hertsmere for a further consultation. The plan will then be examined independently to ensure it is fit for purpose, and then the Town Council will hold a public referendum with the community so it can be ascertained whether the plan will be adopted. Just to know, obviously, there's going to be a lot of noise over the next few weeks also with the local plan, so please make sure you're aware what's the local plan, what's the neighbourhood plan, and don't lose sight of that. They're both important. There's loads more, but I can only limit it to 2 minutes, and there'll be a lot more actually as the Town Council begins its consultation. You can engage with the steering group through the Town Council website or our Facebook page.
Thank you so much.
So first of all, thank you very much for listening to me. I would like you all to reflect too on someone who should be standing here tonight, and that's Dr. Anne Goddard. Dr. Anne Goddard, of course, is a stalwart in the community. Sadly, she's stepping back for a while because she's just lost her son. And so I'm speaking on her behalf of the Elstree Boreham Greenbelt Society, and I believe that Sasha is speaking for her for the NSPCC. But and there are so many other things in the community. So I'll start off with Woodcock Hill Village Green. Founder members of whose, because two of us are here tonight, and Clive, challenged the Hartsmere local plan in 1996. And through much effort and money were finally rewarded when Woodcock Hill gained village green status in 2008. But it was snatched away from us, from our residents, by a law change. Taylor Wimpey won the right to a public inquiry to take part of the village green bounded by Macefield, Vale and Byron Avenues in Boreham Wood, in exchange for much inferior land a long way up a steep hill with less biodiversity. It's a noisy and dirty site north of Barnet Lane in Elstree. A judicial review upheld that decision, but our legal team were given leave to challenge this and await judgment on that matter. Taylor Wimpey, of course, can afford vast amounts of money for legal costs. Woodcock Hill, on this occasion alone, have had to raise £5,000 for the public inquiry, £12,000 for the first judicial review, and now be raising £23,000 to pay out possible legal costs if we lose the case. Not a level playing field. But you can't help, really. I have tickets here for our surprise, wonderful second spring prize draw, and you can get tickets from me after here. 2300530 OUT will mean something to some people. It's Hartfield Avenue. A 74 dwelling development went to a public inquiry, and we're waiting for that judgment too. That's another piece of land along north of Barnet Lane. No very special circumstances were demonstrated. 230937 OUT, the Horses Field, which is a mixture of 220 dwellings. No very special circumstances were demonstrated there either. This will go to a planning meeting on Monday the 11th of March. I'm hoping to speak there, and I'm hoping that Maurice Bright will be our community advocate. None of the above would address the housing needs of the town, and few would be truly affordable for local people.
Sorry,
Elstree and Boreham speaking of
brilliant. I can see covering that one as well.
Yeah, I'm a couple of you. Yeah. I just gotta keep going. Elstree and Boreham Greenbelt Society was founded to stop urban sprawl and coalescence between communities. Sadly, in our town and in adjacent neighbourhoods, the Greenbelt is under threat. Housing is needed, but why is Boreham Wood expected to take the burden of the whole of Hartsmere? The threat list is long and increasing as developers try to grab the Greenbelt ahead of the upcoming Hartsmere local plan, the Cecil Hall Sanctuary, Organ Hall development, the relocation of medical practice at the edge of the town when they are in the best place, Theobald Medical Centre at the moment. Relocation of Shockwick surgery to possible Adam Mansfields, no application yet. Developments at Eldani Farm, and there are others. Affecting our residents, of course, the battery plant application in Radlett, the solar plant in Radlett. Heathbourne in Bushy. The Briggs proposed development in Shenley Parish, where taxes will be paid to Shenley Village, but the burden of infrastructure and impact will be on the town, and of course Sky Studios. You can find out more information on our website, ebgreenbelt.org.uk. You can even join us for £5 per household per annum. The Alderman Country Park Trust Limited was formed to look after the interests of Alderman Country Park. Our first success was in getting Herts County Council to tender to keep the country park open and not to downgrade the site.
Sorry, Pat, may I just interrupt please? We've got you down to speak on.
Yeah, no, this is
It's
part of
on
the
part there,
Right. I've got one sentence to read on that. After starting the process in 2015, we were successfully getting a designated right-of-way around the reservoir in March 2023. Last but not least is Alderman Country Park liaison panel, representatives from HCC, EBTC, HBC, APC, environmental groups, EPGPS, RSGPA, EPS, ACPT Limited, and user groups ASV, AAS, Park Run and organisations. We work together for getting the best outcomes for our residents. Together across all political parties, we work to ensure that the reservoir and its environs were available to the public in perpetuity. We are delighted that work on the dam will be started soon, and this is still a work in progress. Just one thing to thank you all for. I'm also part of the bandstand project. I would like to thank the entertainment committee for supporting the bands that will play this year in Meadow Park, and will never continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pat. So next up I have, Pat, are you also still speak on Elstree Mozart plays?
Elstree Mozart players are a group that was set up by me, Andrew Grady, and Derek Holland, who's our musical director. We run concerts. Our aim is to provide classical music at an affordable price for the community. We usually do about 3 to 4 concerts a year. We recently had one at All Saints where we raised funds for the food bank. And that was an orchestra of about 30 people, and it was some of the people in the audience were actually at the performance, and it was excellent. The next performance is on the 24th of March, and that is Janice Watson Celebrates in Cabaret, and she will be singing a variety of music from Gilbert and Sullivan. I believe it's all at the back, you can help yourself, and surprise you not, I have tickets here. So the next Elstree Mozart Players concert will be held for the Town Council in June, and I think the date is the Sunday, the 23rd of June, and I don't have the programme yet, but it usually is light classical music. It will be at All Saints Church and will start at 7:30. Our big concert this year will be in October at Allen Hall, where there will be an orchestra of about 80 musicians. I'm not quite sure of the...
I'm really sorry, but unfortunately, I really need to move on. Thank you so much. If you're around afterwards, I'm sure you'd be happy to find more details to people.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I now have also Nicholas Can Karate Club. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry to have in people as well. I just really want to make sure we get through everyone.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Moni Brown. I'm the head instructor for Cosmo Shotkan Karate Club. I've run the club since 2008. It's a community club that we hold locally in Bournemouth and some surrounding areas. More importantly in our club, more than anything, we make sure and we believe in respect, conduct, confidence, mental health and well-being, as well as trust, and making sure that people get to reach their goals along the self-defense. Our classes range now from our little list of 3 years old, our little ninjas, all the way up to whatever age we can convince you to walk around hills, 83, 93. We have advanced, intermediates, all the way through to beginners as well. and they're all welcome. On top of that, we have SEND classes for special educational needs, physical disabilities and mental health. We teach SEND classes for a wide range of things, autism, Asperger's, anything in between. We teach children who may have suffered trauma or, for example, that's on mute and they can't necessarily communicate. So we help them with anything and everything from expression to building up their confidence and helping them to communicate. We also sponsor people in our club. So for example, we sponsor somebody that's stopped going out because they actually got attacked and they were too scared to leave their house. And we never want money to be an issue in our club. So we sponsor that person and other people. We've sponsored children, anything from severe trauma from home or abuse, rape, anything like that, and make sure they're in our club where they're absolutely absolutely loved, and we make sure that we're their biggest advocate. We also aim to lessen crime in the area and help local people, get people off the streets, especially children. We want people to know that they can come from all backgrounds. We are very, very much a very close-knit, family-orientated club. On top of that, we run a squad group, so for competitions, and we've been doing that for about a year and a half. And last year, in March, we created our first 2 national champions, both local to Bournemouth. And finally, we are looking to open up some more classes for our local community, potentially with funding. Hopefully, we can open up some adult SEND classes that involves any adults in the local community within Hartsmere that have physical disabilities and mental disabilities, and help them as well to create something and help them to achieve much more goals than they expected. We also wish to open up a self-defense class for vulnerable people so that we can help them have better confidence in making sure they go out and that they feel safer in our community. And I invite all of you to give it a go. A statistic for you is around roughly 1 in 1 million people become a black belt. And we just want to create more of those in our club and local to Bournemouth. And we are your biggest advocates when you join, and the goals for everyone is we hope that you can achieve what we know you can achieve. We just want you to be proud of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe it's a hard act to follow, the best way. So, friends, for the first time ever in this town, we now have a dedicated remembrance tree for families in Elstree and Bournemouth who have lost babies and children due to miscarriage, stillbirth, cot death, illness, and other forms of tragedy. A place for them to visit for quiet contemplation and solace. Based in Kenilworth Park, the evergreen tree that was unveiled in October, alongside a beautiful plaque, is a joint initiative between Bournemouth and Elstree Baby Loss Awareness Week, Town Councillors, and the Borough Council. It was decorated with pink, blue, and white ribbons. Often, the parents of and siblings of miscarriage, in particular, have no grave to visit. Lost families have nowhere suitable to take young siblings to remember them, except a cold, eerie cemetery. I'm delighted to say that now they do. Our angel tree has been received with delight across our town and has also received some excellent press coverage in Hearts Live. This year, we hope to rejuvenate the angel tree area by adding some stepping stones so it can be reached from footpath, as well as a bench and some flowers. We also held our moving annual Wave of Light candle vigil at the corner of Thursfield Road and Chenley Road during Baby Loss Awareness Week in the autumn, attended by Mayor Rebecca, local councillors and lost families will be doing that again this year. I'd like to thank my fellow Baby Loss Awareness Group coordinator, Tina Nandu, unfortunately couldn't be here this evening, for her tireless work every year, and to the Borough Council staff, especially in Kershaw, for having helped plant the tree. And finally, please spread the word about the tree, so that it can bring lost families comfort. And remember, and remind people about our Baby Loss Awareness Group vigil, so that they know that they are not alone. As the Angel Tree plaque reads, they were held for a moment, but loved for a lifetime. I'm going to talk about Mitzvah Day as well. So Mitzvah Day is the UK's largest faith-led day of social action. It's Jewish community-led, and over 55,000 people around the world come together to give our time to make a difference to the community around us, bringing together people of all faiths and all backgrounds, and to volunteer side by side, building long-standing, genuine relationships. Locally, gratitude coordinated efforts with local schools and community organisations in recent years, involving food distribution, bulb planting, litter picking, welcoming the Muslim community to their mosque, and creating the Children's Climate Emergency Manifesto. However, local faith community groups also engage in their own actions, as do many other community groups that are too numerous to mention here. But friends, last summer, we broke new ground nationally as Bournemouth Mill Street Mitzvah Day. Together with Barnet Mitzvah Day, we established the first Mitzvah moment in which Mitzvah Day extended beyond its annual November Day of Action to ensure that social action and doing kind things is performed throughout the year. Local charities, Comfort Places UK, Studies Corner, joined forces with 50 volunteers, local councillors, faith groups and school children to participate in a mass packing donations day and for disadvantaged children that was held at Doubletree Hilton in Bournemouth. And we thank Rebecca for helping come along that day too. Items were dropped off by local people, by WD6 Food Support and Sky Studios. Nappies, pyjamas, sanitary wear, toiletries, books and pens were amongst the items used to create backpacks or comfort cases for children entering the foster care system, to show them that they are loved, even by the people that they don't know. Meanwhile, disability charities Kishore and Langdon and Heart of Mencat got their members to write messages, draw pictures and birthday cards and create gifts for those foster children and for refugee children. So Mitzvah Day in Bournemouth and Elstree remains one of the largest, most high-profile events nationally and builds upon the fantastic community spirit that we have in Elstree and Bournemouth.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gary.
Firstly, I apologise for my time. I've come straight from work. I'm reading on behalf of Help for the Homeless Month because they didn't have a volunteer that was able to talk about the good work that they do. Help for the Homeless is a phenomenal charity that was set up by Lloyd and Shoshana Gilmore almost 7 years ago. They cook hot meals for the homeless every Thursday, and a group of volunteers travel into central London to distribute them. They reach 150 to 200 homeless people every week. They supply them with clothing, sleeping bags and toiletries. They also help local homeless people when they're alerted to them. And I know this week they did go out to 2 local homeless people on our streets in Cherry Road. Their original remit was to collect food that they could convert into meals, but it became clear that they had far more food than they could use. So they started up a small group of people who could collect food and distribute to their neighbours, and that's grown substantially over the last year. Currently, they are supporting about 50 families. They're always in need of people who are happy to distribute to neighbours as well as taking for themselves. This has created a growing, caring community, and overall everyone is looking out for each other. They're putting, this was done before. Together with their volunteers and WD6, they did a food giveaway from here last Christmas. Lloyd and Shoshana won a civic award last May for their phenomenal work. And I have accompanied them on a trip around central London. The area they cover is phenomenal. They're taking out hot food, cold drinks, and it is given to them like these people are shopping in a store. You know, one elderly lady sat in the doorway and she beamed when she saw Shoshana because they've clearly set up a good rapport over the years. And the work they're doing is just phenomenal. Collecting from local supermarkets is food that would otherwise go to landfill. Putting together a group of volunteers that work together, just creating a great service to a very needing community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. From Head Parish.
My name is Sasha Capocci, and I'm talking about the visually impaired club. We are a voluntary run group. Currently, we meet one fortnightly on Fridays from 1:30 to 4:30 at Maxwell Community Park Centre. Our group provides a supportive and friendly place for the blind, partially sighted, and for the isolated. No age limit. We just lost one of our members last year at the age of 103. Our program of activities includes quizzes, exercises, sessions for physical and mental well-being, friendship support, bingo, outings, dominoes, pairing cricket for the blind, and much more. We do not provide personal care, but carers or family members are welcome to attend with club members. We are always in need of volunteers and donations to support our members and our activities. On the 23rd of March, we will be celebrating our 11th anniversary. Please let others know about our clubs. Many thanks. I'm going to go back now to the NSPCC. The local branch of this national institution, NSPCC Elstree and Bromwood, organizes events throughout the year to raise funds. Anne Godard is the chair for the last 50 years. Sadly, she is unable to be with us today for family reasons. But with us here is one more, which is deputy chair. I've got time to think now, but it's very short. Okay, but with our friend Olmoro, she is the deputy chair, and I am one of the committee members. Our first fundraising is to be held at the Manor Hotel in Elstree, the 20th of June, is a summer lunch. So the second fundraising is going to be garden party on the 21st of July at Shotwick House, currently organized by the Sugars. The next fundraising is on the 22nd of September, concert at Riverlea Lodge in Bushy. The final fundraising will be held in the 1st of December is a craft fair at Allen Hall. And carol singing by committee members and friends, organized by the Bromwood Brass at Tesco, the week leading to Christmas. So please support as many of these events as you can, and many thanks.
Thank you so much. Marion from the Romanian Community Group, please.
Good evening, everyone. Quite different here and there. My name is not actually Maria, my name is actually Lawrence. I'm one of the volunteers who are working for the Romanian
I'm so sorry, Lawrence.
No worries. And let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. So first of all, our folkloric, it's a non-profit organization committed to promoting diversity, inclusion, and inclusivity through the celebration of the Romanian culture. Our folk festivals serve as a platform for fostering connections between British and Romanian communities, showcasing the richness of the Romanian legacy, with embracing cultural communities, diversity, so on. We aim to create a welcoming environment where people from all backgrounds can come together to celebrate, learn, and build meaningful connections. This beautiful project has been created by two people, Viorel Popovic and Marius Nicu. Their background is also based on supporting the Romanian community by catering 4 events for the last 16 years, promoting Romanian culture and tradition. During the COVID-19, the restaurant that we had has suddenly closed down. Therefore, their main focus is to support the community by presenting a small part of Romania every time we have a chance. We had 2 events until now, both ending with great success. They have been able, with your help, to present traditions, folklore, food, and the diversity of our country. Yes, it's true, they haven't presented yet the vampires, but we have time for that. We are working with a lot of volunteers, among of them, and extra support is also needed, so please feel free to join us. Thank you so much, and we are looking forward for our next event, which will be held on the 21st of April, 2024. Have a great evening.
Good evening, my name is Lisa, and I'm a co-founder member of WD6 Food Support. We started our food bank in November 2020 as we were coming out of lockdown to support the Bournemouth community, and very soon after received our charity status. We run our food bank twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays from Parkside Primary School on Oakwood Road, where we see approximately 80 families per session. We are the proverbial small acorn, which is now growing into an oak tree. In some ways, we would prefer to stay as an acorn, because that would mean that our help would not be needed in the community, and everyone would have food that they need to feed their families. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and we have seen our numbers climb fourfold, especially in the last few months with the cost of living crisis. We do more than simply food. We've had the privilege of supplying slow cookers and air fryers to our service users and ran some workshops to teach people how to use them, which were very well attended. At Christmas, we made sure all of our families had a full Christmas dinner, including turkey and all the trimmings, and every child had a Christmas present to open on Christmas morning. We supplied a sweetie bus for the children last Easter, which we are hoping to do again this year. We've also been running CAB sessions, and we have a warm space, which is also running from the school, which have both been very popular. We feel we are truly blessed as we have so much support from our local businesses, councillors and the community as a whole, and we are overwhelmed at winning this year's Parksley Civic Award. During our time in existence, we've had volunteers come and go, and along the way, we are always looking for more people that can spare a few hours to help. If anybody would like to volunteer or know somebody who may be interested, please let me know. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much. Please call councillors on panel to speak on the Monday Club, the Dementia Club, and also the Wednesday Club.
Thank you very much. I'm going to talk to you just a few minutes, 2-3 minutes about our clubs. Well, our Beyond 96 is a drop-in for the over 60s. It meets at 96 Shenley Road, Bournemouth. I have got the postcode here, I'm not sure you need that. Every Wednesday from 10 till 12. Members pay £5 per annum and £3 when they attend. We have over 100 members. We have some people here that actually go to that and that to the club, and I think they enjoy it very much. We have a weekly quiz, we have Hoy, bingo raffle, entertainers, exercise, tutor, parties, celebrate national and international events, theatre trips, and trips to places of interest are arranged. I would love you to come and visit us, because you will see what this does for the people of Borehamwood socially. That's absolutely amazing. But I'm not blowing my own trumpet because there's other people that do it, but it's a wonderful club. Ulster and Borehamwood Dementia Club on a Tuesday. It meets on Tuesday afternoon from 2 till 4. For those living with dementia, their families and carers. Those living in isolation are also encouraged to join in. This is a free club, meeting weekly at Forest Care Village, Cardinal Avenue in Borehamwood. There are 40 members, weekly quiz, entertainers, exercise tutor, parties to celebrate all national and international events, and local trips arranged. If you came also to see these people, they have the most wonderful time, and they join in, and it gives us the greatest pleasure to see all of this. Monday Club. The Monday Club is a club for over 60s held every Monday from 10 till 12 at Maxwell Community Centre in Borehamwood. Members pay an annual fee of £5. Actually, they pay an annual fee of, £5, sorry. And £3 for refreshments. There are 30 members, weekly quiz, entertainers, speakers, parties to celebrate all that goes up, all the national and international events, theatre trips to places of interest or organised. Please, all the councillors that are here now, and anybody else that would like to, please come and see our clubs. It's like we have over 200 members in the 3 clubs, and it's the most wonderful atmosphere, and you must come, please come and see it. That's all I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Councillor. Finally, we have one answer to speak about garden paths.
We've got messed up the list, unfortunately, but thank you for remembering. I just very quickly to remind everybody, Borehamwood Society, probably one of Borehamwood's oldest societies, going more than 75 years in fact. I think it started by local people when they moved into Borehamwood when it was green and, well, it's still green and beautiful, but first time they had a lovely garden, so they wanted to grow dahlias and chrysanthemums and show them off for everybody. So we're still going strong. Just to remind you, our spring show is 7th of April, full of daffodils and spring flowers. Our autumn show is in September, where we have vegetables and other that we have Friday of every month. You just come along, find a table that looks as if it's a table full of gardeners, and everyone joins in saying, "Oh, what are you growing this week? Are your seedlings up yet? All are welcome." The next one actually is this Friday, so got lots of rooms. Friday, 7:30. Come along and join us.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been really inspirational to hear from the wide range of groups that we have here this evening. Now, in the agenda, we do have time for public questions. However, I will also point out that it would be really lovely for people to stay on and have more informed discussions. So if there's anyone that would like to ask a question at this point, they have to be non-political questions, but I am now open to questions. I'm sure the groups will be willing to take questions. Once we've done this, we will enter into the more informal part of the meeting. So would anyone like to ask any questions? I'm so sorry. Gentlemen, thank you.
Yes, I apologise if it's not. Right, I apologise if this is not the time or place to ask these questions, but can anything be done about the diabolical bus service operated by Sullivan, namely the 306 bus?
So I would suggest that the Transport and Community Safety Forum would be a good place to bring this forward. I'm happy to speak to you in a bit more detail about that afterwards. Thank you so much. Was there another? Thank you.
Thank you. I probably managed without the microphone. Rebecca,
Yeah,
whether you could update us on the plans for redeveloping the centre here, Fairway Hall, etc., please.
At this stage, I am going to turn to Tracy. We're still actually waiting for another, quote, not a quote, no, we're waiting for another report to come back about the waterworks underneath the building, because it might not go ahead if there's flooding underneath here, it won't go ahead. So we're just waiting. They did one report, I wasn't satisfied, they want to go ahead and do another report.
I understand.
I think that they're stalling somehow, but there we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. As we've been reminded that it is the 80th anniversary of D-Day this year, and there'll be obviously extensive coverage of the events in France on television. I wondered if the council would consider opening Fairway Hall on the day and perhaps having a tea party for local senior citizens so that people can come together and watch these important events.
Thank you so much, Nick. So on that, I believe there are plans in progress at the moment, but I will certainly feed that back to the entertainment committee.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Okay, thank you so much. We haven't yet got the dates of the next annual parish meeting. However, next Wednesday there is an ordinary council meeting if you would like to attend. And this brings us to the close of the meeting. Thank you so much for your attendance this evening, and thank you to all of our members. I hope you have a wonderful evening.